Hi, this is Jill Hutchison coming to you from Lake Tahoe, Nevada. And with me is Loral Langemeier. We're actually in her building. And I'd like to find out from her what her message would be for you today. We've had a couple of strange economic times the last couple of months and years. So Loral's the Millionaire Maker, by the way, if you didn't know. What is your message for people right now, the most important message that you could give them in terms of their money?
Put more cash in their pocket.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone that's out there has got to make more money and become more entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
You know, there's this old, and I think it's going to die from the last, 2 years of recession, depressionary times, is this industrial age model of living on a fixed income, because we don't have fixed potential.
Yeah.
Right? It's time to get more money. So everybody gets paid to do something. So why not pick up what you're already doing and create more of an entrepreneurial venture, put more cash in your pocket, create more cash. It just makes everybody happy, Jill.
Absolutely.
Right? More cash is just a happy day.
Indeed. Now, Loral, why is it so important that you focus on bringing in more cash rather than trying to scrimp and save and tighten your belts?
Because that's exhausting.
Absolutely.
It's exhausting. It doesn't have to be that way. There's the whole latte factor theory that you should reduce the amount of money you spend all the time. Why not create it? If you really want to be amongst this percent of people in the world that create wealth, wealthy people are entrepreneurs first, then they learn how to invest later. And they also know how to keep the money they make. So there's just a completely different way of living as an entrepreneur that is creative, it's resourceful. It also, and I'm a huge fan of human potential, and I think everybody has so much more to give.
Yeah.
And we have got to have a lot of people hitting this playing field in the world to fix the world economy right now. So it's not just up to a few. But I'll tell you, the few that actually do it are going to become very, very, very wealthy because of the moves and the contribution that they're giving.
Yeah. Now, Loral, one thing that really attracted me to you was the fact that you'd become a millionaire as a single mum in your 30s. Tell us a bit about that.
Yep. So I grew up in a farm in the middle of America, middle of nowhere. You'll never find it even on Google, so don't worry about that, all you Australian friends of mine. And we never grew up with the conversation about money. I had a finance degree, and I actually had a typical job. And when I was 34, a single mom, hit my millionaire status. I did my first million in real estate. And then subsequently have businesses in real estate and gas and oil and all sorts of different things that keep all that moving.
Absolutely.
It's very exciting. What else would you do?
Indeed.
So exciting.
Now, tell me why it's key for parents particularly to be careful and mindful of their mindset around money.
Because they're raising the next generation. Yeah. And we have enough tools and enough knowledge about entrepreneurialism that when, not if, we teach entrepreneurialism to our kids, they will actually be the next generation that are going to help save the planet from not only from economic, environmental issues, political issues. There's so much that's got to get fixed that if we don't teach our kids a different way than what we were taught, we're going to get the same results and the same pattern. So it's critical.
Absolutely.
Critical. I have a 10-year-old, 3-year-old. Nobody gets to say, oh, well, right, the little story. No whinging.
Yeah. Now, you're big on goals. What's your next big goal?
Oh, wow, I have a lot. Boy, you're going to make me do this on camera.
Absolutely.
Infomercial is a big one. We're actually going to shoot a big infomercial. We are doing online networking. We are doing my fast cash coaching, which is the integration of all these online technologies. So that's actually, I would say, getting thousands of people really across the world watching so we can help them do fast cash. I mean, we've got to get people making fast money, because then we're in a very different conversation as to everybody's making money. Yeah. It's very different that everybody, feeling sorry for themselves and sad.
Absolutely. So in 10 years' time, where is Loral going to be?
We'll have taken the company public and into a lot of different world markets. So not only can you get educated here and market your own things here, there will be a whole bunch of us marketing to entrepreneurs and helping entrepreneurs keep growing and keep expanding. And it's going to be good.
Absolutely.
And we're going to keep playing down in Australia. We have a company, Live Out Loud Australia is one formal limited proprietary. We're down there. We're all the time. So, I don't know, maybe I'll have dual citizenship by then.
Absolutely. Now, tell us about the cash machine and why it's so successful at helping people with their mindset.
So we've been doing the cash machine. This is our 4th year of this cash machine workshop. And as you know, everyone makes money in the room. So we love it. We put together a very fast methodology where you learn to revenue model, you learn to put it out on a spreadsheet, like what's your business model, how do you market it, how do you cast a really wide net to get potential customers, and then how do you sell. So there's a lot of sales methodologies in there, and it's just fun. Everybody walks home with new money.
Absolutely. So tell us the type of people that actually come to the cash machine. Are there people that have been entrepreneurs before?
Yes, well, I'd say it's a pretty wide range. There's
Yeah.
entrepreneurs that have been there before. There's people who have made six figures. There's people who have made, I think the most is around 500 to 750,000. So if you don't know how to make $1 million with the right business model, we kind of put that group in its own group and have a different conversation, because that's
Yeah.
team and marketing and kind of different tactics. And then there's people who have never made money, have a job, and are scared to death to go out and do it by themselves, and we just hold their hand and
Yeah.
take them along.
Absolutely.
And so it's pretty wide range, and we have kids, so any folks that have teenagers can bring their kids on a scholarship, because we are really committed to the kids' education.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
So how do you find your balance between being a mum and being a great businesswoman?
Well, because I include it all. I think it's an integrated conversation. I bring my kids with me a lot.
I love that your kids came in last night to the big table.
Oh yeah,
It was so cool.
They run on in. They love to do it. My son has several cash machines. My son was just down in Australia with me over this the last trip I had in November, and we integrate it. They know what I do. My daughter, who's 3, said that she's going to be on stage and teach put more cash in your pocket. That's her goal right now. If you ask her what she's going to do when she gets big, she said, "I'm going to be on stage with you, Mom." So, but they know what we do, and they know that we contribute to a lot of people's lives. They know that they also share their mom and the big mission we're on, and it's one big conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think so many people try to segregate, and that's very painful and difficult.
Well, you're only one person, aren't you?
You are only one.
Yeah.
It needs to get integrated.
Yeah. So why is it so important right now to be an entrepreneur as opposed to stick with a regular job?
Well, so last I checked, those job things are boring. Most people complain about them. They don't want them. They don't want the fixed income. And, 2010 has been coined the year of the entrepreneur, because the next run out of this depression is about being an entrepreneur. The run out of the last depression was the industrial age, about everybody getting into these manufacturing kind of jobs and, lock it all down.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. And entrepreneurialism's got to change all of our world economies. And the more people that become entrepreneurs, the faster we're going to do it.
Yeah,
It's a good
absolutely.
thing.
And tell us a little bit about multiple sources of income, or MSI as Bob Proctor calls it.
Well, I think you get MSIs once you know how to run one company. Most people do MSIs too quickly, right? So they do a little bit of this and this, and nothing makes sense. I call it a hodgepodge business plan. So it's a little bit of a lot of stuff, but nothing's working. So what I'm going to do, like at the cash machine, we teach you to focus on one thing until it makes 6 figures. Then you get a next one, a next one, a next one. Because you can have multiple businesses, but if you can't do one right, you're not going to do many right.
Yeah,
right, so
absolutely. Now tell us what you love to do in your spare time. I'm looking outside, looking at the snow.
Ski.
Yeah?
Ski.
And tell us about the whole family.
Ski.
Yeah.
Ski. It's so much fun. So we actually landed in Lake Tahoe when Logan was 5, because he's on the ski team here in Heavenly, in the Lake Tahoe area.
Yeah.
And I hear you just took ski lessons.
It was fabulous.
Were you
2 days
vertical
of ski
or
lessons.
horizontal?
I did the front of the Big Easy, so I was pretty pleased.
Yeah. So you actually stood up on that. You weren't
I did,
falling down.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been skiing forever. So we love to ski. We do it all the time, any minutes.
Yeah. And besides skiing, what's your favourite family activity as a mum?
Skiing, sledding,
Yeah.
playing outside in snow. And then in the summertime up here, we have amazing beaches. So, we're just outside.
Beautiful up here.
If you don't love to play outside, you don't live out
Yeah.
here.
If
So we're either in the beach or the mountains, and bike riding, hiking,
Indeed.
getting chased by bears. No.
If you haven't been to Lake Tahoe, it's a really good place to put on your gold list.
And then they got to come to the big table when they come to our building. Come
Indeed.
hang out with us.
Absolutely. It's so much fun. Laurel, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
And it's great to be here with you at Big Table. I have learned a huge amount, and I can't wait to bring a whole lot of people back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.